Okay, now let's meet Paul Sansucci, our air conditioning contractor.
How you doing,
Boy,
Bob?
I can't wait to get this job finished.
Me either.
How are you,
Welcome
Paul?
to the sauna.
It's got to be 100 degrees in this attic.
All of that.
Well, what are you working on?
We're hooking up our last drop, okay?
A drop? What's the drop?
Basically, just what it says. We're hooking up this piece of duct to our main duct here, which we call the drop, go into your can, which is going to throw the air into your living room.
And on the ceiling and the living room on the other side, we'll see the air coming out.
Right. This is going to throw our cold air from the air conditioning unit, pick it up here and downstairs.
Yeah. This is the trunk line, as they call it, right?
Yes, it is.
And you're using fiberglass ducting.
All fiberglass.
Why?
It's much more economical, plus the insulation is much better down here with the heat we have.
It would be a lot more expensive to have metal ductwork and then have to wrap it in insulation.
About 3 times as much.
Yeah. And you've gone around the whole perimeter of the house here.
Yes, we have.
And then originating at that point where the equipment is.
Right. This is our air handler over here.
The air handler, the actual air conditioning unit. How's it work?
Okay, what we have here is a blower unit, okay, with a fan in it. Here's our air conditioning coil. Our Freon lines, the Freon comes through here into our coil. The fan picks up the cold air from the coil and dissipates it through our duct system.
Yeah, the coil is full of real cold Freon, and you're just blowing with a squirrel cage fan, you're blowing air across it.
That's all we're doing, sucking it through our return and throwing it downstairs.
Not much to it. Now, it's nice to be able to locate equipment like this up in an attic in an old house like this, because cold air has a tendency to want to drop, and we're already up high, so it's a natural process.
It works out real well. Plus, we have a lot of room in this old house.
Yeah, and then your cold days here in Florida, how do you take care of that?
We have a heat strip here, right here, which is nothing more than radiant heat. It's picked up the blow again, throws it through there. It's nothing more than 2 little coils, and
So
heats our house.
an electric heater there.
That's all it is.
Simple.
Very
okay,
simple.
then the complicated part of the process is the equipment outside, right?
That's our condensing unit.
Yeah, let's go take a look at that.
Sure.
Get out of the heat.
Good idea.
Okay, Paul, it gets pretty hot up there, huh?
It sure does. Must be 110.
Now, the condenser unit doesn't need to be up against the house, does it?
No, sir. We want to keep it away from the house so we don't get noise where you're
Exactly. We've
dining
got
room here.
This is the breakfast porch there, and over here we've got 2 big windows that are on one of our little bedrooms, so that we wouldn't want to have that noise right there.
No, sir. Keep you awake at night.
And we can't go in this direction because the house is already 30 feet from the road, and that's the minimum setback. So
Right.
the architect has spec'd that you locate it over here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right in this little corner here.
And it's what, 15 feet or so? 12
Approximately, yes.
feet? Yeah. Okay. And you've got it setting up on concrete blocks. Why is that?
Right. Okay. We got it on blocks now. What we want to do is we're going to make a pad for and keep it up. Basically, we want to be the same height as the floor.
Okay. You were just checking that and showing us.
Okay. Now, and another reason we flood down here quite a bit, so we want to keep it up out of the water, and it'll stay nice and dry that way.
And of course, it's under the carport, which right now has a gaping hole in the roof. But once we do some repairs, we know the structure is really sound, and we actually fumigated it so there aren't any termites here. So it'll be protected from the elements.
Right, and that's going to help with the rainwater.
Sure, sure.
Keep it off.
How does this thing work, though?
This is nothing basic. This is basically a pump, okay? We're going to take the Freon, pass it through these coils, and pump it upstairs to your evaporator. It's going to come out of here as a high temperature, high pressure gas, go upstairs, and we're going to knock it down into a low pressure gas, and then eventually turn it into a liquid. That's where we get our cooling, and that's what's going to keep you comfortable.
Yeah, once it becomes a liquid, it's quite cold.
Very cold. And then it's also going to take the moisture out of here because we're very humid down here.
Where do you get Freon?
We buy it. It's a man-made chemical.
It's a man-made chemical.
Right.
Good. Okay, well, I'll let you get back to work.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.